Guys, here with the Juggernaut Thought. My Juggernaut Thought today is I am parasympathetic and now I can see. So we have two nervous system states. We're going to kind of break this down a little bit for you here. Two nervous system states. We have your parasympathetic and your sympathetic. Your sympathetic is your high stress state, so that's when you shut down your peripheral vision, that's when your heart rate gets elevated, that's when your digestion shuts down, that's when you either like run it or gun it. Your parasympathetic state is your state where you rest and digest. You tend to think more clearly, and you tend to be able to have higher brain processes. You have clarity in your thoughts, you're less distracted, you're calmer, you're in first gear rather than fifth gear. The difference, how I remember the difference between the two is sympathetic is your high stress state, and parasympathetic is like paralytic, like have too many drinks and have a souvlaki the next day. That's how I remember them. Although, in the days when I was drinking a lot, I really didn't have many clear thoughts at all. So that's how I recognize those two states. Now, time and time again, I was just reflecting on my nomination. I've got a nomination several nominations over the last couple of days for the National PT Awards, National Personal Trainer of the Year Awards, which is cool and very awesome and grateful, and I'm thankful for. I really am. However, it's caused me to reflect, and some other conversations this week have caused me to reflect on how, because I have come from a place of high stress and I have very much lived in that state time and time again, when I know I was intelligent, I know I had the solution and the knowledge in my head, but I just couldn't access it. I couldn't focus, I couldn't retrieve the information, I couldn't analyze the information, and it was just crazy. And even though our parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous systems are supposed to work in tandem, right, more in parasympathetic and then occasionally in sympathetic, I was spending most of my life in a sympathetic state, and it's because I didn't realize how much stress I was under and how much that was holding me back. When I was in that state, it is like, I was driving around in high gear, but I didn't have the windscreen wipers on, or the demister, so I couldn't really see where I was going. So what I want you to think about is, I want you to think about how much of your life you truly spend in that parasympathetic state, because that parasympathetic state is important for recovery. It's important for your day-to-day conversations and interactions, and it's important for you to use your brain and for you to see solutions to the problems that you probably already know. You just can't see it because your windscreen's foggy. I'm much more parasympathetic now, and I can see much more clearly, even when the rains are here or they're gone. I'm finishing this video now, and I will check you on the next Juggernaut Thoughts. Make sure you subscribe. Bye.